One community in America knows the devastation of hate crimes and is now on high alert. According to the National Sikh Coalition, Sikhs are hundreds of times more likely to be the victims of hate crimes than their fellow Americans, mostly because of their customary turbans and long beards. In early March, a Sikh man in Kent, Washington, was shot in his driveway after being told to, quote, "go back to your country." The FBI is investigating the case as a hate crime. And just outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Sikh community is also worried. That's because 4.5 years ago, a white supremacist and Army veteran came to the Sikh temple of Wisconsin and opened fire, killing 6 members of the congregation. Today, the Sikh community there fears it could happen again. Inside the Sikh temple of Wisconsin, bullet holes mark the gunman's path. Reminders of that terrible day.
I never want to see that day again.
The day 6 people here preparing for a service lost their lives at the hands of a U.S. Army veteran and white supremacist. Shattering the peace, the Sikhs say, is at the heart of their culture.
Every Sikh temple in the world have 4 doors that represent anybody can come from any direction. We love everyone, we welcome everyone.
But now those doors are locked and there's extra security.
The environment at the temple is, they're scared. People are scared. Just the national rhetoric that's happening. What do you want to make for dinner? What do you want for dinner?
Pardeep Kalika and his kids were on their way to the temple that day, but were late. His father, already there, was shot 5 times and didn't make it. 2 of Kalika's 4 children never got to meet their grandfather.
And in a weird kind of way, this really put Sikhism on the map, especially in the United States.
And there was support from all over Wisconsin and around the nation. Is that support something that you still feel today?
That's tough. I don't know. I don't really even know if I still feel like the support is there.
Sikhs, who are often mistaken for Muslim, blame the anti-Muslim and immigrant rhetoric coming from the White House.
You're inciting this fear. You're basically creating this, and then you walk back and say, well, you know what? I didn't know that was going to happen.
Nirmal Singh volunteers here, teaching kids born in the U.S. about the Sikh language and culture. She says after the election, even the littlest ones became the victims of hate.
January 20th, my kids went to school and they were saying, yo, you're going to have to go back home now.
And just a few weeks ago, while at a Wisconsin Walmart, Singh says 2 young women called her and her kids terrorists, not once, but twice.
You know, when you hear that word, you know, I understood, you know, people who get called by the name, how they feel and what they go through. You know, it's not like something you will forget.
Gural Singh, who before the shooting was clean-shaven and came to temple here and there, has recommitted his life to Sikhism, even teaching others about it. The avid Green Bay Packer fan wishes people could see he's not too different from his Wisconsin neighbors, even though now he refuses to take off his turban.
In my case, it's like, no, it's wear the turban, go in front of the people, tell them who you are, because you're not doing anything wrong. You know, we're just the normal people.
It's frustrating for Temple President Belhur Dalai. He's lived in the U.S. for 40 years, and his son works for the FBI.
And yet, I'm still being looked at like I just came out of the port yesterday. You know, that's a shame. These people need to wake up and learn.
I am grateful for every day that we get to work with students.
After his father's death, Kalika, a mental health counselor, started an organization that helps kids deal with trauma and promotes more inclusive communities. But he says education is not enough.
It can't stop at just understanding that there needs to be some action that takes place. Okay, so that has the word astronomer.
An assignment Kalika is taking to heart. He says, for the sake of the next generation.
As a father, I think we take this unwritten promise to create a world better for our kids than we inherited.